feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Can you hear me now? Test, test, test. Am I echoing? Did that change anything? Shucks. Yeah. No. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me now? Okay, sweet. Okay. All right. God.
You have little
Jesus.
faith now.
Today was supposed to be the smooth day. I've worked out everything. Am I
Thomas.
echoing? No echo.
No echo.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right.
Echo, no echo. That's a band name.
Okay, let's just get going here. I already have music brought up, so this should work just fine.
I was just flowing with the silence, and it felt good. I hope some other people were too. We've done silent movement many times over the years.
Wait 10 seconds. I know, yeah, you guys are on a delay. All right, I really just want to let's all right, let's do some swaying and just jump in.
Oh, jumping in. Feet first.
Oh, wait. I think I have two musics.
I love it. No.
All right, here we go. Yeah, okay, I love this song. Let's do this again. All right, here we go. All right. Oh, hey, Jessica. Welcome. We had everything was set up perfectly, but I didn't realize you couldn't hear me. Audible breath in. Today's class is going to be focused on two birds. Two birds is a technique where you are aware of your hands. Hey, Lauren. And by awareness in your hands, what that means is that, focus is different than awareness. And we're going to focus on the hands, but we're mostly using awareness. You can think of focus like a spotlight, and you can think of awareness like daylight. I like to close my eyes and bring my awareness to my hands. It's like I turn on the light in the room of my hands. And just by becoming aware of my hands, they move differently. I experience my hands differently when I bring my awareness to them. Hands are referred to as birds, also because it encourages us to move them in flight. Audible breath in. Open. Okay. That was kind of a short sway. Yeah, we'll do one more kind of swayish song because that was a short one. I hope the sound is okay. I'm assuming that everything is all right now, so if the music's too loud or it's not loud enough or my mic's too loud or whatever, just let us know. So I want to get back to this two birds idea. And I invite you to explore the space. And what I mean by that is to think of, instead of like feeling like you have to stretch or you should stretch, I invite you to feel like you're exploring with your hands your range of motion. You're exploring how your hands move around you. And I invite you to close your eyes and just relax into that exploring. Audible breath in. One thing I'm gonna keep going just 1 second. We'll do a little bit more of this directly, but one thing, this is a type of class that is more about dance than like technique. But you can create new ways of moving your hands by using your imagination, right? And so I can imagine that I'm holding like a pillow of air or some sort of space of air. I can push with one hand against the other hand. And if I keep my awareness there, just some cool things will start to happen. One of the things that I like to play with is imagining that I'm rolling this pillow of air or this sphere. Oh, I was worried about that. Yeah, a little feedbacky. Yeah. And then we've done this one before, but you can imagine that this pillow of air or whatever is very light and you're trying to hold onto it and that'll reach your hands, way high. You can imagine that it's really heavy. And when the cool thing about your body is when you imagine that it's heavy, your body will like feel it and react to it. Like when I go, oh, the hoop is nice and light and it's carrying me up, or my hands, then imagine them very heavy. I can feel like my whole body ground just into that feeling that this is actually much heavier, right? That I have to keep it from. Audible breath in. Okay. Did that make sense, Lolly?
Totally. And I just wanted to actually add that we were both doing this, but just the detail of, remembering it can suddenly get heavy. An imaginary mass can suddenly become heavy and suddenly become light. And then going between those two states, for me, is a beautiful dance space.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to jump on to the core. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. We're having some feedback in the home studio here. Okay. We are going to do... Oh, I know what we'll do. Okay, so... Wait. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the awareness. Okay, sweet. So let's do. I want to do one more exercise. No, I think I've shared this factoid with you guys before, but my mom was very obese, and it's one of the reasons she probably didn't live as long. And she got so heavy that she could not move anymore. Like, she couldn't even walk. And so I, in my mind, was hoop teaching and traveling, and so I started to think about people like my mom. How could they begin to get some exercise in so that they could lose just enough weight or be just enough active and, you know, and be in their bodies? And so what I came up with was two birds, right? And so what I want you to do, we're just going to play around, and Ann, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, Ann. I'm not asking you to dance like me. But what I want you to do is pull your elbows high so that we're in a line here. And just think about keeping them high, just the elbows. And then you can almost like treat your arms like clubs, right? But here's the thing, this is where it becomes exercise, and you don't have to do this if you have physical limitations, you can't do this, whatever, okay? But you will notice that if you keep your elbows high, and I promise I'll turn the music up, you will start to get a workout. You will feel like a burn eventually in the arms. A bird burn. All right, let me put the music up, it's a little bit more fun. We are going to do this with hooping, while hooping, but for right now, we're just going to leave it off, the hoop off. So I'll show you a little bit about what I'm talking about, just to make sure we're clear here. Of course, the idea is you don't have to keep your elbows high. You can, of course, bring your arms down. But keeping them high will help remind you that there's this whole big space up here. I like to sometimes imagine I'm pushing something, like I'm pushing away or pulling something to me. This is, you know, what you could consider this is, it's kind of like dance food for you. Like, these type of explorations can be like nutrients for your dance. Audible breath in. This is my favorite part coming up. All right, we'll just do 30 more seconds of this before we pick our hoops up. I used to do this exercise on the road, and some people would never pick up their hoop after it. They would just stay dancing. It was always awesome. They were just like, nope, this is where I am. One hooper told me one time, she said, I never thought of my hands as props. Audible breath in. All right, I think that's a good warm up. Hey, Sandrine. All right.
Also, Jackie, so glad you're feeling a little bit better and able to dance with us a little bit.
All right, let's see. Should we just jump into some house? I kind of think we should just do some house. Yep, here we go. All right. All right, so we're going to do a little waist hooping here. Nice. You're the opposite, yeah, totally. We've all been there, Lauren, when you're like, why did I bring my hoop? All right, so we're going to keep that same vibe going through this whole class. The whole focus tonight is on moving our hands. Today. I don't know if you guys remember, I've done two chopstick classes where we hold chopsticks and it brings awareness to your hands. And one of the exercises that we did in that class was noticing the relationship between drawing circles with our hands the same direction as the current and how that would affect the feel of the waist hooping, right? That even though we're not touching the hoop with our hands, that by drawing circles, like if I'm holding two pencils and I'm drawing circles or whatever, any motion of drawing, you'll feel it in the hoop. And a lot of times that can be what smooths your core hooping out. And you can feel the relations. If you're not feeling it going with the current, go against the current. Do an anti-spin motion with your hands, and I guarantee you, well, I don't guarantee you, I think you'll feel what we're talking about. I think I have, Starbucks stir sticks, yes. I actually did not steal those, for the record. I asked the person, I said, how much can I buy these? And they were like, just take. I think I shared this before, but like, if you want to add a little bit more resistance, I think it's perfectly fine to grab like 2-pound weights, like wrist weights. I used to wear them all the time. And if you add that to your movement, it's a workout. Audible breath. T-rexing is the opposite of two birds. T-rexing is where, everybody knows what T-rexing is. But T-rexing is because, dinosaurs were about to lose their arms. Audible breath in. Right? All right. You know what, Ann? I want to go super old school.
Hell yeah.
I want to go.
That's what I'm feeling. But I do want to say that exercise reminded me of a truism about hooping and a lot of hoop-based movement is how much you can get out of simply as you were saying, just doing the drawing circles, and that draws you into spirals or half circles or curly cues, and how much variety you can get out of just working with that shape is amazing to me. And also, just to give folks some ideas for practice at home, if you do, for example, you can do with the current, against the current, then you can do like one hand against the current, one hand with the current, and then flip that, and then go in the opposite current. I mean, you can do a lot of variations with like a few simple elements.
Sweet. Okay. So we're going to go really old school right now. Hopefully your heart rate is up. Hopefully you're finding this or feeling this dancey vibe with us. I'm actually having a great time, so I'm going to keep going with it. One of the things that you can do with two birds, and of course there's loads of ways you can hoop, but like sometimes you want a core hoop, but the song is kind of slow, but you still want a core hoop. Two birds is great for that. Two birds can be a way to enjoy a slower song and keep waist hooping or keep hooping. Now I'm going to be on the waist, but you could be on the shoulders for this next exercise. That we're going to just basically do another two-bird exercise. You're going to be moving your hands, but this will be a slow song. And this was my first two-bird song that I ever did on the road. Yep. This was the song that everybody seemed to like.
I didn't know that. That's really cool. Hoop history. Hashtag hoop history.
Okay, here we go. All right, so again, you could leg hoop, you could core hoop anywhere you want to. I'm going to keep it on my waist because I'm just digging that. I love this track.
Closer to my
Open. Audible breath. One thing you can embrace in the hoop is the ability to do things and go places with your body that otherwise would look really weird in the regular world. If you walked around town with your arms up here all the time, I mean, more power to you, but people would probably think you were weird. In dance, though, it's not weird at all to explore that range of motion. So I encourage you, like we were doing before, or like Anne's doing right now, when we were keeping our elbows high, to really explore that space up there. To give yourself permission to look as weird as you want to look, or will look. The truth is that most of the time when we think we look weird, we don't. I'm going to reverse and go in second current. If you struggle to learn second current, try moving your hands. Little pro tip. that's not. The song music info's been wrong, but whatever. Nothing. Just that wasn't that.
Right. That was Golf
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can write it in the comments.
Yeah.
I was thinking about something that time though about another thing that's fun to vary and play with is having the hands in contact and then apart, and how and actually when you close the eyes, you can really feel that, I think, a lot more acutely. And then, if you're just waist hooping, especially, and focusing on those different points on the hands, it was closer. Yeah, there you go, Bob. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, but that felt really cool to switch back and forth from contact to apart to contact.
Yeah. All right. So I think we are going to do a shoulders song. If you cannot shoulder hoop, I don't think it'll be too hard. All right, what do you think? Fast or slow for a shoulder hooping song? Slow? Okay. I think this is a good one for this. So the reason I want to do a shoulder hooping song on a two-bird class is that a lot of people don't realize that their shoulder hooping sometimes is stuck, or it feels like you can't do anything else but this because your hands are locked. And part of one good way to it makes your shoulder hooping look cooler, but it also just makes your shoulder hooping better to move your hands. And when we were drawing those circles, if I'm pretending I'm holding two pencils, right? I'm holding them, eraser up, point down, and I'm drawing circles, right? Or just any type of drawing I can imagine. This is me pushing my hand out, and you'll be surprised at how well it will help your shoulder hooping. So let's do a sort of slow-ish song, and shoulder hooping two birds.
Don't wanna fall in love again, just wanna stay right where we lay. Never wanna fall in love again. If it wasn't for you, don't wanna be in love.
Jessica, I'm glad you like it.
It's insane how you dance around my mind, the smell of your breeze, how you
Anne is exploring outer space. That's her term, not mine.
Makes me feel like I'm dreaming.
Anne's got a lot of tutorials up if you don't know that.
1004 conversations, everything but expectations now. You make it all a sensation, every moment a vacation now. Don't wanna fall in love again, just wanna stay right where we lay.
Old school one.
Never wanna fall in love again. If it wasn't for you, don't wanna be in love again. Lose no control of my life with a rush of adrenaline, yeah. When I'm with you, baby, only wanna be with you, baby. No, don't mind me other times. I thought I didn't need nobody. Now that I'm with you, baby, only wanna be with you, baby. 1004 conversations, everything but expectations now. You make it all a sensation, every moment a vacation now. Don't wanna fall in love again, just wanna stay right where we lay. Never wanna fall in
I should probably, we don't have to do this as an exercise or anything, but I should probably point out that if you like doing core stalls, like where you're stalling the hoop on your shoulders, chest, back, wherever, flying the hands high is a great way to learn that. And then just being able to raise your hands up into the stall will help you hold the stall. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is me doing a stall, a night side stall on the shoulders without moving my hands at all, okay? But this is me bringing my hands up. Then if the hoop starts to lose gas or anything, I can bring my hands all the way up and make contact and get a nice clean plane if that's what I want to do. If I'm on a day side stall, so the point of contact is on the front of me, oops. The point of contact is on the front of me, bringing my hands up. We've done this one before. You can turn it into a fold, but it's a good way to lock in the stall too. So I'm here, I'm bringing my hands up, and I can like fold all the way out of that if I want to, right? Or if I want to do these like sort of penny fold, you know, like penny roll type shoulder stalls, keep it, see where my hand is? Bringing them high, right?
And notice it's like the perfect interplay between the rate of the turn and the paddle of the arms. So it's like Bax's feet are moving more than his arms.
Yep.
Because sometimes we can, you know, it's that rubbing the stomach, patting the head effect that comes up in so much of hooping, where you have to be able to do two slightly different or very different things with different parts of your body.
All right. Thank you, Anne, for the commentary. I always screw up when you start to, but thank you. That was good insight. Okay. All right. So I want to go super old school if I can find this song. If I can't find it quick, I won't kill this momentum here, but yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, the music is going to be all over the place today.
We love it, Bob.
Okay.
We love it.
So to cool things down a little bit, I thought we would do more like some samurai, like warrior type flow, or gripping the hoop basically, and using your offhand with your movement, and demo it for us. A little bit more of the offhand though, Anne. Yeah, there we go. Just messing with you. I'm being a teacher bully. All right, let's, I think, yeah, here we go. This will be fun. Old school. Oh. Yeah, here we go. Wait, is this what I want to hear? All right, actually, we're going to hear this too. No, let's stay here. Yeah. All right. So I'll show you a little bit more about what I'm talking about. We did this, I think, the last class even. Yeah. Yeah, this is edit. Yeah. Just like we were doing at the beginning, I can play with weight as well. So I can imagine that my hoop is really heavy and that this offhand is like helping to lift it. I can imagine that it's really light and the offhand is helping to keep hold of it. And then if I really want to have fun, it can be light and heavy and all the different things, you know. If you feel like you lose your focus, just bring your awareness back to the hands. However you're moving, wherever the hoop is, whether you're core hooping or warrior, where are my hands? What are they doing? Just that question will bring them to life. Yeah, I love that song.
I didn't remember that being the ending.
Yeah, it just kind of drops off there, yeah.
I was completely stunned. The woman was too stunned to speak.
All right. Okay. Any thoughts or anything?
I did notice that as it went on, it became easier for me to drop into the flow of constantly moving the offhand in the samurai, or switching. That was actually, it took me a minute to fall into, but then it felt really good.
Yeah, and if you're new to the stream, Anna and I are using the word samurai, and without getting way into it, I have a lot of classes on the term and where it came from and all that. But for all intents and purposes, right now, it just means gripping the hoop. So
just like a 1-point grip.
Yeah.
Loose or tight.
You ended up blindfolded. Sweet.
Nice.
I love blindfolded two birds. Like, that is how I discovered two birds, was being blindfolded. Two birds was one of the first images that ever came to me in the story of that I wrote for my band. You see it all the time. Like, for me, I'm such a hippie that there'll be moments where I will see two birds flying, and it is this very grounding, just seeing it and having a name for it. I probably never would have noticed whether it was two birds or one bird flying outside in the wild, but
and also two trees. When I see in nature two trees,
yeah, two trees
together,
also
feel the same way. Okay,
so I thought we would do one song that is just kind of weird, and I want to play with this two birds more, but now I want to do what we call open samurai. And what that means is that I'm holding the hoop between my fingers here, and I can create little hooks with my fingers to help me hold the hoop or whatever. And what we're going to do right now is spend most of the time holding the hoop in 2 points, right? And by most, I just mean that if you were to film yourself doing this exercise, that more often than not, both hands would be on the hoop. Well, of course, you can take breaks and drop and whatever, but the idea is to move the two birds, because what we want to do is connect the two hands together. We want you to feel a kind of coordination. And this song is crazy. I'm going to stay with edit because
hot from edit. Let's show these motherfuckers that it's true and not just a hobby. Not a fuck you sign. One love, make the world go round. Not a fuck you sign. LA, make the world go round. Not a fuck you sign. One love, make the world go round.
Is he saying?
Not a fuck you sign. Let's get it poppin' like it's New Year's Eve.
I love open samurai for folding. It just makes your folds so tight. Two birds. Yeah, Jackie. Jackie, we're sending you healing vibes. Let it take as long as it needs to take. Don't rush. You got this.
Get it poppin' like it's New Year's Eve.
Two birds just flew over. Sweet. Nice.
The city on rock. East side, west side, say East side, west side, say it again. Let's get it poppin' like it's New Year's Eve. LA, got the city on lock. East side, west side, say it again. East side, west side, west side. Let's get it poppin' like it's
shit.
New Year's Eve. Detroit, got the city on lock. Keep your hands clapping. Get live, keep your hands clapping. Get live, keep your hands clapping. Get live, keep your hands clapping.
You can create hoop
Get
movement by
live,
just saying,
keep your hands
I'm going to push one
clapping.
hand out and bring the
Get
other one
live,
in.
Keep your hands clapping. Get live.
It's
keep your hands
it's almost like a
clapping.
reverse
Get
engineering
live,
your hoop
keep your
movements.
hands clapping. Get live, keep your hands clapping. Get live, keep
In
your hands
slow-mo.
clapping. Get live, get live, get live.
It's good, of course.
Get live, get live. West side.
I'm doing slow motion by request here.
Keep your hands clapping. It's your man's back in this.
But let's see.
Get live. Keep your hands clapping. It's your man's back in this. Get live.
If I want to go all the way around, I'm twirling.
Just clapping. Get live. Keep your hands clapping. It's your man's back in this. West side, say it again. East side, west side, say it again. Let's get it poppin' like it's New Year's Eve. LA, got the city on lock. East side, west side, say it again. West side, west side. Let's get it poppin' like it's New Year's Eve. Detroit, got the city on lock. 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 East side, gotta fuck you side. One love, make the world go round. Gotta fuck you side. The game is not over. Gotta fuck you side. One love, make the world go round. Gotta fuck you side. The game is not over. The game is not over. Let's show these motherfuckers.
Thank you, Jessica. Thanks for joining. We're going to free hoop from here.
Let's show these motherfuckers the game is not over. How the fuck you sound? One love, make the world go round. West side, how the fuck you sound? The game is not over. How the fuck you sound?
Okay.
Make the world go round.
All right. That was fun. Jessica, as always, if you're still here, you had to dash, but I understand.
Love you, Jess. Mwah.
Yeah, and I had a good class. How was your class, Ann?
It was great. I
Sweet.
love Two Birds. I still love Two Birds. 18 years in. Thank
Shayna,
you.
thanks for the donation. I appreciate that. Okay, so yeah, let's just play something kind of chill and free hoop it out of here. Yeah. Actually, wait. I think that I like this one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a nice class. This will be a nice one. All right, so this is our free hoop.
This is a nice class.
Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate it. We'll free hoop from here. No more instruction. I will be back
Thank y'all.
Tuesday. I'll be in the flow kitchen. I'll be by myself.
won't be here for the next couple of weeks. I'm sorry.
No.
I love y'all. I guess I will be here in 2 weeks.
You'll
2
be
weeks
missed.
from today, I'll be back
You'll
for
be
class.
missed.
I'll just be up. I'm going to a class reunion up north.
Nice.
Exciting.
One thing I want to say, the reason the HD replays have not been going up is because I haven't been able to get it to work. I think I got it. I tested it out before class today. So hopefully we'll be able to make that work. But just I think the quality has gotten better, that the replays are not as horrible as they used to be, like just the live version of it. If you ever feel like you're not seeing my class, when you go to my page, there's videos and live. If you click the live, you'll see everything that went live. And that's where, if you're missing a class, if you go to videos, those are the ones that I upload. And so they don't always, sometimes they do, but they don't always aggregate together. Okay. Actually, I changed my mind. I want to go something even slower than that last track. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Yeah, Anne's doing those 6 o'clock hops. Honestly, I should mention two-bird balance it makes it a little bit harder, actually. Okay, everybody, thank you very much.